Blitz. I can't do it anymore, bud. I can't do it anymore. There's way too many people out there that are struggling with their rowing. They're so lost rowing their boat out on the seas, but we will help guide them. And Blitz, look there. We will guide them. This is going to be a good one. I am excited to simplify the rowing stroke for a lot of us out there. I'm going to give you guys one cue to focus on to hopefully help you guys get better at your rowing. If you're one of those folks that is like, I just can't get these rowing numbers up. I just can't get my pace per 500 down. When I try to simply do that, it's just like me doing more pulls and I'm super, super exhausted. I will help you guys today. I am here to help mend the relationship with the rower by doing one thing. Understanding what category rowing is in. What I mean by that is, are we squatting on the rower or are we hinging on the rower? Think about it. Squat, hinge. Rowing is in the category of hinge. What else is in the category of hinge that we learn right off the bat? Maybe the deadlift. The deadlift is the most common, like hinge, picking up something off of the ground. The deadlift is very, 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 very closely related to your row stroke. Let's go over the hinge. A hinge is where I'm simply pushing my hips backwards to close this lever right here of my hip. This is a hip hinge. A deadlift kind of looks like this, right? I set up, my hips are a little bit higher, my back is nice and flat, my knees are slightly bent, and then from here, I push the ground away. I literally leg press the ground or drive the ground away and then open up my hips by squeezing my glutes. And on the way back down, I reverse the order of that. I send my hips back, past my knees, and eventually slightly bend my legs so I can start my next leg drive. What I want you guys to pick out from that deadlift setup is what I said out at the very beginning. My hips are high. Look at the space between my hips and my heels down here. I wish I had a mat behind me so I could just like, whoop, fall into, Blitz, give me your bed. So I could just fall into like a seated position on the row. If I sat down and made that more like parallel to the ground like I was sitting on a rower, I put the bar at my shins like I was doing a deadlift. I still want to keep my space between my hips and my heels. Oh my gosh, what am I about to do? I'm about to do a deadlift. I'm just like horizontal now. Horizontal running.
I'm doing horizontal running.
Horizontal running. You know what I'm talking about. It's a good one. If I'm sitting right here and I can see space between my hips and my heels, oh, I'm ready to do a good strong hinge. Drive the ground away. Boop. What does this look like? I'm getting into a row. So the one thing we're looking for, guys, the one thing we're looking for to keep this row a powerful, powerful hinge, these are your big muscles, these do a lot of work, is space between your bottom and your heels when you're seated on this rower. So let's get strapped in. I'm going to show you guys right off the bat. My folks that struggle with rowing the most kind of look like this. They get their rower moving, they're mid-workout, they're tired, they're exhausted. What am I doing right here? I'm just kind of using my body weight to lean back against the rower. I call this survival mode. You're just trying to move the flywheel by leaning with your weight. Look at where my bottom is in relation to my heels when I get back to my catch position, which is this forward position right here. I can actually feel the seat bumping into the back of my heels, and that shouldn't happen. It also doesn't feel good after a while. What we're trying to do is recreate that powerful hinge that we use for powerful deadlifts. We're looking for the space between your hips and your heels. This shows me I'm in a nice, strong setup position to be able to drive hard on each and every pull. I'll be able to push them, and just like a deadlift, at the last moment, I snap those hips open, and making sure I return to that same position every single time for every single stroke. This is setting me up to use these big, strong muscles, some of the strongest muscles I have in my body, my glutes, my hips, and being able to literally push into the rower instead of just leaning back and hoping my body weight is enough to keep this guy moving. This is what we're looking for. This might help a lot of you guys out there. Just sit in this setup position for a second and try to imagine that your hands are actually on a barbell, and there's a lot of weight on that barbell, and you're about to do a big, heavy deadlift. When I get set up, I'm ready to push through the ground or push through my foot pads right here, and then be able to move that heavy barbell with my strong legs, and then at the last minute, I open up my hips every single time. Imagine you're about to pull a heavy barbell off of the ground. The main thing, I'm keeping my bottom away from my heels, creating that nice, strong hinge. As you guys are working on this, expect it to get pretty uncomfortable. What you're doing right here, instead of this, is going to fire up your posterior chain, but that's what we want. That's how we're gonna get it super strong. Just like how you would get stronger at moving heavier weights on a deadlift, as you get stronger right here, you're gonna notice those numbers go up, and as you get stronger, they become more sustainable. Just like if you were building up and hitting a certain weight on deadlifts, it might feel heavy in the beginning, but later on down the road when you're stronger, you'll be able to move that weight even better. So just remember, keep your booty away from your heels, and then we got some strong rowing ahead of us. Right, buddy? We're gonna go sail the seas together. I love you, I love you. We're gonna fix all this rowing. We're doing good. We're doing good, buddy. You guys enjoy your rowing journey. Catch some fish while you're out on the seas, and I'll see you guys for our next video. Peace out. His name is Blitz. Hey, he never quits. Hey, his name is Blitz. Hey, he throws a fit. Hey, every now and then. Hey, if he doesn't get a treat. Hey, if he doesn't catch a bug. Hey, he likes them birds. Hey, his name is Blitz. Hey, he wants a snack. He wants a snack. 'Cause he's a good boy. 'Cause he's a good boy. He also likes cool things. He likes cool things. Like snacks and birds and squirrels. You want something cool? You want a snack? Let's go get a snack. Good boy. Let's go get one.